So hello all, in this video we will talk about miscellaneous exercise of chapter 9 class 11th. So chapter 9 miscellaneous exercise. So question number first, right? So question number first is show that the sum of m plus nth term and m minus nth term of an AP is equal to twice of that of mth term. So we know that n is equal to a plus n minus 1 d. Similarly, a m plus n will be equal to a plus m plus n minus 1 d, and m minus nth term. So this is m plus nth term, right? So m minus nth term is equal to a m minus n is equal to a plus m minus n minus 1 d, right? So sum of these two equations, so add these two. So am plus n plus a m minus n is equal to a plus m plus n minus 1 d plus a plus m minus n minus 1 d, right? So which is equal to 2a plus md plus nd minus d plus md minus nd minus d, right? So nd to nd cancel. So we have 2a plus m common. Md plus md is 2md, right? Okay, so 2a plus 2md minus 2d, right? So which is equal to, taking 2 common, so a plus taking d common, m minus 1, right? Or we can say this is 2a plus m minus 1 d, right? So which should be, this is what mth term, because 2 am it is, right? Because am is a plus m minus 1 d. So a m plus n plus a m minus n is equal to twice of am, hence proved. So this is our solution of question number first. Next, question number second. Just pause the video and note it down. So question number second. If the sum of three numbers in an AP is 24. So sum of three numbers. So whenever such type of questions are given, just consider three numbers in AP to be. Question number second. Let the required numbers be a minus d, a and a plus d, because these three numbers are in AP, right? I'll tell you why we have taken these three numbers in AP, because it will make the calculation very easy, right? This will make the calculation easier. So sum of three numbers in an AP is 24. So sum of three numbers, so a minus d plus a plus d. Sum of three numbers in an AP is 24. So d to d cancel, 3a is equal to 24. So a is equal to 24 upon 3. So a is 8, right? So if a is 8, next is the product is 440. So a minus d, a plus d, product is 440. So a value is 8. So 8 minus d, 8 plus d is equal to 440. So 8 minus d, 8 plus d, a minus b, a plus b is a square minus b square. Taking this 8 there in division, 440 upon 8. So 8 5s are 40, 8 5 40. 8 8 64 minus d square. So d square is equal to 64 minus 55, which is 9. So d square is equal to 9. So d is equal to plus minus 3. So d is plus minus 3, right? So we have two such conditions. if D is 3 and A is 8, so terms will be A1 is A minus D, so 8 minus 3, 5. A2 is A, which is 8. A3 is A plus D, 8 plus 3, 11, right? If D is minus 3, so for minus 3 we will have some different terms, right? And A is 8, so A1 is equal to A minus D, 8 minus of minus 3, 8 plus 3 is 11. A2 is equal to A, which is 8. A3 is equal to A plus D, 8 plus minus 3, which is 5. So the required AP can be 5, 8, 11 or 11, 8, 5. So this is our solution of question number 2, right? Please pause the video and note it down. Now next is question number 3. So in question number 3, let the sum of n, 2n and 3n terms of an AP be S1, S2 and S3. So sum of n terms. So question number 3, Sn is equal to S1, S2n is equal to S2, S3n is equal to S3, right? So if we know that sum of n terms is equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 d, right? So n by 2 means 2n upon 2, 2a plus 2n minus 1 d, 3n upon 2, 2a plus 3n minus 1 d, right? Now we have to show that S3 is equal to 3S2 minus S1. So S2 minus S1 is equal to 2n upon 2, 2a plus 2n minus 1 d minus n upon 2, 2a plus n minus 1 d, right? So taking n by 2 common throughout, so 2 bracket 2a plus 2n minus 1 d minus 2a plus n minus 1 d, right? So what we have done, we have just taken out n by 2 common, right? Now opening the brackets, so n by 2, 2 multiplied 2 is 4a, 2 multiplied 2 is 4 nd minus 2d, right? Minus 2a minus nd plus d, right? So n by 2, 4a minus 2a is 2a, right? 4a minus 2a is 2a. S2 minus S1, right? So, correct. So 4a minus 2 is 2a plus 4nd minus nd is 3nd. 2d is minus d, right? So taking n common, taking d common, so n upon 2, 2a plus 3n minus 1 d, right? Now thrice of S2 minus S1 is equal to thrice 3n upon 2, multiply this whole term by 3, so 3n upon 2, 2a plus 3n minus 1 d. Now we know that this is what, this is sum of 3n terms, so 3n upon 2, 2a plus 3n minus 1 d. Here also we have the same thing, so this we can replace with S3, 3s2 minus s1 is equal to s3. So this we have to prove, right? So this is our proof, hence proof. So you can name the equation. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3. So this we have got from equation 3, and this we have got from 1 and 2, right? So this is complete solution of question number 3. Please note down. Next we have question number 4. Find the sum of all numbers between 200 and 400 which is divisible by 7. So all sum of all numbers between 200 and 400 which is divisible by 7. So if 200 is divisible by 7, so 200 upon 7, 7 2 times 14. Okay, so do it in this way. 200 divided by 7, 7 2 times 14, 60, 7 8 times 56, 4, right? So that means if I subtract 4 from 200, so this will be divisible by 196 is divisible by 7. So if I add 196 plus 7, so this will be 203. So that means 203 is the minimum number which is divisible by 7, right? So we can say question number 4. So 203, 210 up to last number is 400. So 400 divided by 7, 7 5 times 35, 50, 7 7 times 49, 1. 400 minus 1 is 399 is the last number which is divisible by 7, right? So 399 is divisible by 7. So this is the required AP, right? Now what we have to prove, we have to find out the sum of all numbers, right? So last term, okay, let me subtract, let me rub this. So how you have got the numbers which are divisible by 7, I have shown you. So last term is AN is equal to 399, A is equal to 203, D is equal to 7. So AN, formula for AN is A plus N minus 1 D, which is 399. So A value is 203 plus N minus 1, D value is 7, is equal to 399, right? So N minus 1 multiplied by 7 is equal to 399 minus 203, 6, 196. So N minus 1 is equal to 196 upon 7, 7 2 times 14, 7 8 times 56. So N minus 1 is equal to, so N is equal to 28 plus 1, so N is equal to 29, right? So total 29 terms are there which are divisible by 7 in between 200 and 400. So we have to find out sum of those terms. So Sn is equal to N by 2 A plus L, right? So S 29 is equal to 29 upon 2, A is 203 plus L is 399. So 29 upon 2, 9, 10, 11, 12, 10, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 602. So 301. So 29 multiplied by 301, right? Which is equal to 9, 29, 0, 0, 2, 29 3 times, right? So 90, 87, 8729 is our answer for this question, right? Please pause the video and note down this. So next question is very easy procedure we have gone through, right? So next question is exactly same. Okay, find the sum of integers from 1 to 100 that are divisible by 2 or 5, right? So that are divisible by 2 or 5. So let's do it. So question number 5th, 1 to 100, right? So 2 or 5. So 2 or find the sum of all numbers which are divisible by 2 or 5. Very easy question it is, right? So in this question, the sum of numbers which are divisible by 2, right? So the sum of numbers which are divisible by 2, from 1 to 100, right? So will be 2, 4, 6 up to 100, right? So sum of numbers divisible by 2 between 1 to 100. So an is equal to 100, a is equal to 2, d is equal to 2. So an formula is a plus n minus 1 d, which is 100. So 2 plus n minus 1, 2, which is 100. So n minus 1 bracket 2 is equal to 50, oh sorry, 98. So n minus 1 is equal to 49. So n is equal to 50, right? So 50 terms are there. So sum Sn is equal to Sn1, let's call it. So Sn1 is equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 d. So sum of terms which are divisible by 2. We are calculating first. So 50 upon 2, 2 bracket 2 plus 50 minus 1, d is 2, right? 25, 4 plus 49 multiplied 2 is 98. So 98 plus 4 is 102. 25 multiplied by 102, right? So 25 250 0 5 25 125 2550 Sn1. Now sum of numbers which are divisible by 5. So 5, 10, 15 up to 100, right? So from 1 to 100 we have to find out, or from this okay, 1 to 100 we have to find out, right? Correct. So what do we have? So Sn is equal to, okay, An is equal to 100. So a is 5 plus n minus 1, d is also 5, is equal to 100. So n minus 1 bracket 5 is equal to 100 minus 5, 95. So n minus 1 is equal to 95 upon 5, 5 1 time, 5 9 times. So n is equal to 20. So Sn2 is equal to n by 2, a plus l. So 20 upon 2, a value is 5 plus l is 100. So 10 bracket 105, which is 1050. So these are the sum of numbers which are divisible by 2 and which are divisible by 5. But if we add these two numbers, we will have the sum of numbers which are divisible by 2 and 5 twice, right? So just we have to subtract the numbers which are divisible by both 2 and 5 from it. So sum of numbers which are divisible by both 2 and 5, right? So that will be, the series will be 10, because 10 is the minimum number which is divisible by both 2 and 5, and 20 and up to 100, right? So An is equal to 100. So a plus n minus 1 d is 10, which is 100, right? So n minus 1 bracket 10 is equal to 90. So n minus 1 is equal to 9. So n is equal to 10. So Sn3 is equal to 10 upon 2 a plus l, right? 5 bracket 110, which is 550, right? Now what we have to find out? The result which we have to find out, resultant sum or resulting or required sum is equal to S1 plus S2 minus S3, because this is the sum of two numbers which are divisible by 2. This is sum of numbers which are divisible by 5. This is sum of numbers which are divisible by both 2 and 5. But here we have included the numbers which are divisible by 5. This number is already included in this term and in this term. So subtract this just for once. So this will be 2550 plus 1050 minus 550, right? So just determine the answer. it will be 3050, right? 3050. So this is the required sum. So what we have to determine, sum of integers from 1 to 100 which are divisible by 2 or 5. Sum of integers from 1 to 100, from 1 to 100 which are divisible by 1, 2 or 5 is equal to 3050. So this is our answer. So that's all for this video. So in the next video we will solve further questions from question number 6. So please pause the video and note it down, and thank you for watching.